Welcome to Deep Boys TV. We are back again. A different style video today. I was planning to start against Fulham, but no, I thought I'd start it today. Especially as you can see, people, monetization is back. Do you know what I mean? It was a long 3 months without it. It was annoying because obviously I got all that way just for it to get thrown in my face. Like, I can't have it, essentially. But yeah, obviously I put a little reapply this morning. Couldn't do it at midnight, but done it. Kept waking up, and doing it, and I eventually was able to do it at 7 a.m. And then got an email not too long ago saying it's all back. So I thought I'd start this off here today. It only makes sense, but obviously, as you can see, T-Boys TV is not the only channel we are on, and it's good to have Stephen here. So here he is. Do you know what I mean? Obviously on his channel as well for the first time. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Well done on getting modernisation back.
Thank you very much.
Massive round of applause. Big up for that.
Thank you very much. But yeah, obviously we are here, like I say, to do a little build up. Won't be doing a watch along or anything because obviously it's not live. But we will, of course, be watching it. But yeah, obviously the lineups have come out. They've been confirmed for both teams. So I'll just read them out, and then we'll get into our thoughts and that sort of thing. So as for Luton, Kaminsky in goal, Kabore as the right wing back. The back three today is Menji, Lockyer, and Bell. Doughty just in front of Bell, like we have seen, numerous times before. The midfield is Nakamba and Ruddock, and then I think it's that sort of front three where you've got Chio, Morris, and Brown. As for the bench, you've got Krul, Anderson, Berry, Woodrow, Elijah, Chong, Burke, Giles, and Johnson. So, looking at that, it's a good lineup. I'm happy with it personally. I'm a little bit surprised Menji's starting. I'm not disappointed with it at all, because since he's come in, he's looked good. Like I said, when we signed him, he looks quite bulky, physical type of player. Really helped us out, obviously, getting them 3 points the other day alongside Anderson when they come on as well. So, yeah, maybe I thought Anderson would maybe start ahead of him, but other than that, no complaints. And like I say, it's not really a complaint for me. It's just I'm a little bit surprised, but obviously Burke did have that little knock essentially, so that makes sense. But it's good to see that he's obviously he's still on the bench, and Rob Edwards did say they would be available for this game, him and Lockyer. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Stephen, mate, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Burke came off with a groin injury, didn't he? So and Menji came on. So I suppose if Menji looks comfortable, which he did against Everton, why not throw him in? Why not throw him in at the deep end a little bit for the start? See what he can do. First, obviously, debut for starting, and I'm happy with the lineup. Totally, just I think he can fit in perfectly well. Good pedigree coming from Man United, so I ain't got no problems with it. I thought he done well for the time he did play against Everton.
Yeah,
didn't look in trouble at all. So why not give him a go?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and he's a massive part, like I said, of seeing that game out. So definitely agree with that. But yeah, that's the lineup. So very happy with that. Expected that sort of two in midfield essentially. Especially being at home, it makes sense to go attacking. Similar to how it was against Wolves in that aspect. Really, we'll have a little look at the Burnley lineup. So yeah, I'll just get that up real quick. So this is the Burnley lineup. Quite a few of their players. I don't really know if we're comparing it to last season.
Belgium.
Obviously, they've got Trafford in goal. Obviously, I've already said my thoughts on him. I don't know how he's valued at 19 million for having one good season in League One. It's madness to me. But obviously, he's in goal. Taylor, Bwaya, I think that's his name. Not too sure. Brownhill, which is a player we got.
Very, very, very good player.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Obviously, I remember last season in the 1-1 draw, he did get their goal, and he's definitely got that experience. When they kept him in the Championship, I was like, yeah, that's good because I think he's
a good bit of business.
Yeah, half decent player in the Prem as well. So that was that. Roberts, Burge.
Very good as well. Roberts knows the Premiership quite well as well.
Yeah, Burge. Obviously, we know about.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Foster, Cullen, And then this guy, I'm not too sure, Amaduni. Not too sure who that is.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Not too sure who he is. They're number 28, Al Dakil. I think so. Say his name. Not too
God
sure.
knows. God knows.
Exactly. Like a few of their players, I don't know. If we're comparing it to last season, I'm being honest, I don't know half these players. And then number 30, Kolosho, who is just a B-Tech Osho. Yeah, let's get that one in. And then their bench.
Yeah, we've said that. Yeah.
And then their bench is Muric, who I did think he got away with the game last season against us.
Was that that's the next Man City goalkeeper, isn't it, Muric?
Trafford is, but I don't know if Muric is as well.
I'm pretty sure Muric used to play for him as well. I'm pretty sure.
Like I said, I thought he got away with one when we played him last season, away from home. You know,
I think so as well.
He looked very shaky at the back, and you know, I remember I spoke to my dad at half time, and he was saying, you know, if he carries on like that, it's gonna cost them. You know, especially if the pressure. You know, we know Elijah puts on players and that sort of thing. And yeah, the rest of their bench is Cork, Ramsey, Rodriguez. Again, you know, decent experience for the Premier League. Rodriguez, Tressa, not too sure who that is. Vitino, Brun Larson, Del Caroix. Yeah, I mean, like, half of these players, I've not heard of them. You know, I'm just being brutally honest.
I think Cork was one of their stand-up players last season as well.
Yeah,
I think he's a bit like a Berry.
Yeah. No, I've heard of Cork, of course. Ramsey.
I think he's a bit like a Berry, sort of box-to-box sort of player.
Yeah.
Cork. So one to look out for if he does come on when we're starting to fade a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. But looking at the comments, you know, from their fans, they're all saying, "Where's Zaldry?" So yeah, apparently the other guy is better. The Kolosho. So we'll see about that. But yeah, it's like I say, for us, it's a lineup I'm happy with for sure. Good. It'll be good to see how you know Menji starts off. And yeah, it's just interesting. Like I said, we thought we'd do a build up to this. So yeah, feel free to ask us comments. Probably be on there for about half hour, and then we'll probably shoot off. So yeah, like I say, we're on both channels as well. So do subscribe to both channels if you haven't already. And yeah, that's that. But let's get into some comments. Big up to Luca. He says hi. Big up yourself, mate.
Hi, Luca.
Big up to Hanno in the chat.
Hanno, yeah.
Not for gassing him up, but yeah, big up yourself. Big up T-Boy. Good luck tonight. Big up yourself, Chelsea fan, mate.
Big up Chelsea fan, yeah. Big up.
Big up yourself for tuning in. Big up straight L2UFC. Come on, you hatters. Nah, absolutely. And yeah, up the town, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You know, I had a mate earlier who didn't even realise we were playing. He said to me, "Oh, are you watching the Champions League?" I said, "Nah, mate, watching Luton."
No, we're watching Luton.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, big up yourself, Shay, for this question. What do you think of our new lineup decisions, dropping Giles, Chong, and I hope you're well, T? To be fair, I'll go first and I'll let Stephen say his thoughts. Giles, I'm not really surprised about, to be honest, because Doughty's just been knocking on that door, you know, whether it's on the left side or the right side. And then Chong, I'm a little bit, for me, he started off well the first couple of games. The two after, I wasn't really too sure, but I'm surprised he's not playing in this game in the sense of, you know, us being at home, you know, having that, essentially probably that cam maybe. But then again, we've gone with three up front, essentially, and, you know, it's a good three. So the Giles one, I feel it's the right decision. Chong, I understand why we've done it. To be honest, he hasn't really, you know, we thought he'd maybe, you know, come in with an assist or maybe even a goal, and he hasn't as of so far. But then again, I was surprised, you know, he didn't play in like the, you know, the Exeter game, for example, you know, maybe at least coming on, you know. But it's interesting. But Stephen, your thoughts on that, mate?
Giles is just by his time now because, like they said, Doherty's coming in just performed brilliantly. The set pieces are deadly. He's just done everything right to keep Giles out of the team. For Chong, I think he's more there for the patient build-up play, the passing, the creative. When the game's a bit slow pace, because he can pick out with passes, he can do the runs, he can do the little bits that he does. When you want to press the game, Chio's the best player because you can play balls over the top or play him in between because he's quick. Quickest player in the Premiership at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the quickness and instead of the creative with Chong. I know Chong can run, but it's just maybe Chio's got a bit more like getting in behind. Doesn't have to do many of the creative, just getting behind the players and hopefully produce something that way.
Yeah, no, it could well be. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm like for example, in that Exeter game, I'm surprised he didn't come on in that. To be fair, for his creative spark, which we know he can possess, and he should really, if the expectations he had, he should really be possessing it against the League One side. Let's just be real now. So.
It might be best. John might be better for the big venues like Anfield, big pitch, Man City, big pitch, Old Trafford, big pitch, more room, more creative. We'll have more time on the ball. Maybe I'll pick more passes. Maybe I'll run with the ball. Maybe I'll create more things. It's just I think a small compact pitch where you keep your team, you keep your canvas in there, and your runners in there that know the pitch very well. And then Chong maybe prefers a bigger pitch where you have more time on the ball. Can look up at places and see where to put the ball.
Yeah, no, that would make sense, to be fair.
It's an idea.
Because even in, for example, when we played Wolves away in that friendly, he was very, he was looking to make them runs out wide, get into their space. So I definitely hear what you're saying there. And yeah, you've said this before about his ball carrying. It reminds you a lot of Grealish at Villa, which is obviously, massive thing. But yeah, no, he's very, what I have seen, the start of games, his start is he's very good on the ball, and the opposition players were struggling to deal with him. He was getting fouled a lot, that sort of thing. But he just hasn't, so far been one of them where he's, maybe getting an assist or a goal like we maybe would have thought. So I feel it is right to drop him, but like you say, I've been surprised that he hasn't even been coming on.
It might be better when Luton comes back and goes with Nakamba, so that midfield set, and then he could be the man like the number 10 role. So he doesn't have to come back and do the defensive part. He can just do the attacking part because Roddick's in there doing the Conga's job, and like we said on that show, he's there to do a job. Chong isn't known for the pressing coming back. He'll come back, but he does it at a slower pace than what Lukonga would, or what Roddick could do. Roddick's got both parts of his game. He can score, but he also can do a defensive job. Can Chong actually do that as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely. And that's, it also goes back to when I say, about the lack of options we have in the midfield at the moment. Roddick, even though obviously he wasn't great, against Exeter, we had to really put him in, because of that reason you said as well, with, he's decent offensive and defensive. So
I thought Roddick stepped up to the plate against Everton. I thought he'd done the job.
Yeah, really stepped up.
He's out to do and done the job properly.
Yeah, and the thing
I think it was put a trust in him, saying, "Look, can you do a job for us?" And Roddick's just gone, "Well, fuck it, yeah, I can."
Yeah,
and got the captain's armband. We're lucky. I've got the captain's armband, so they're trusting him.
Yeah, no, and yesterday, not yesterday. Obviously, during that game, yesterday we said obviously he took over the armband, didn't he, for Lockyer?
Yeah, for Lockyer, yeah, he got the armband. So there's got to be trust in there somewhere.
Yeah, no, of course. And, again, he's one of them players, it's obviously, as we all know, who's been in and around the club for years.
I think it helps giving that little bit of, I think it helps being the longest serving player and giving that little bit of responsibility as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That probably molds him. Thinking, well, I've got the captain's armband now, I need to step up and do what I'm meant to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Shay also says, I'm also really wondering what happens when Osho is back. I think he could be what we are missing. I hear what you're saying, because if you're saying out of, defenders the most, he is the one that, can get up there a bit and have a little go. We saw that in the derby, for example, last season.
Osho's going to have to buy his time.
He will. Yeah, he will, because there's a lot of players that, that are going to be ahead of him when
there's
it comes back.
There's competition there now.
Yeah, a lot of competition. It's not just Burke.
I'm not saying Osho won't get looking. I'm saying Osho's a great player, but he hasn't had a pre-season. and he hasn't had, and he's not. We won't be match fitness. So when he does come back, he'll have to get some development games under his belt before he even gets in the lineup because he's got to get that sharpness back. And because he's had no preseason and no games yet, that's going to be really hard for him to come back. I can't see him if if he's back by December. I can't see him featuring until late January, February because he's get that sharpness back.
Yeah, no.
So
like
really,
I
at the moment, we're not going to have him till next year. Easy next year.
Yeah, and there's not just one player ahead of him because there's it's sort of a competition really between him and Burke for places last year, wasn't it? On that right side.
Yes.
Whereas this season, you've got Menji, you've got Anderson, you've got more. So
David says he's back on the grass, but he's still individually training by himself.
Yeah, exactly. So no, absolutely.
So who knows? I mean, and like I said, he ain't had pre-season on, I think. So really,
yeah, it's gonna take a lot.
Morris and Nokia, simple. Morris and Nokia.
Yeah, obviously, we see that the other day, but yeah, no, we've got other players that can be deadly there. But I definitely hear what you're saying. But it'd just be good when he's back as well, of course, for another option. Because he's a very good player. I remember when I was questioning, what is his best position, but yeah, he really
right centre back. Also, right centre back.
Yeah. Now we know. But back then, I was,
he can play. He will. I mean, he did play for Reading a couple of times at DM, so he could do a defensive midfielder for us because there's a few defenders around the Premiership that can do that and defend.
Yeah.
So they can do the defensive midfield and they can do the central defender. Is he one of the people that could do that if we do have a few injuries? Can he step up and do DM? Or would you prefer Lockie to do that? Maybe not. It's probably his Osho, or it is Burke, or it is Anson that could do that.
Yeah. I'd like to...
Because there are a lot of people, there are players around the Premiership that can step up, do the central defender and do the DM.
Yeah. Yeah, no, ideally...
Right, Mr. Lukonga, there may be room for someone to actually, I can do that for you.
Yeah, no, of course. Ideally, I'd like it. If I could pick, it'd be Osho because I've seen him there. Not a lot of times, but I've seen him there. Do you know what I mean? But,
no, that's what I mean. We've seen him there, so it would be Osho. But because he's just a long way off, who would you have there? If we needed someone there, who would you put there?
If you had to be a defender in CDM, I would probably go...
I'm thinking
I'll
Burke.
Go Menji. I'll go Menji. Menji or Burke.
Yeah, Menji. I'll say Burke.
Because Burke's a very good shout.
Burke's
a very good shout because you look at the game, what was it, Huddersfield away last season. They made that forward run, didn't he? And obviously that won us the game, that goal. So there is that. Big up to Tom. Hope you're well, mate. He says hello.
Big up, Tom.
Big up yourself, mate. He also says, I think I'll take a draw. What about you guys? Now, for me, I've obviously backed us to win. I'm a lot more confident now, especially after us, managing to score some goals, the other day, not penalties and that sort of thing. But it is going to be a very difficult game, and I hear why you say you would take the draw because it's one of them where we would take it more so than Burnley because they need to win, don't they? They haven't won yet. But I guess I would take it, but I think we can win this game. I think we can definitely win this game, especially let's get it off a mark, at Kenilworth Road. Obviously, we haven't quite done that yet, and I think it's a good opportunity to do that. Yes, Burnley have had difficult games, but at the same time, they have had some games where I thought they'd maybe get something, like Villa at home, for example, especially being at home, because they're going to be similar to us in the sense, don't get me wrong, I did say they finish higher, but the way things are looking, for me, they're going to be similar to us in the sense where it's going to come down to their home form if they're going to stay up. And Turf Moor, it can be a difficult place to go sometimes. Obviously, you see last season when we played very well, but it didn't quite get the result. So, yeah, I would take it, but I think it's a good opportunity to make it 3 games unbeaten. But yeah, Stephen, your thoughts, mate?
It's funny that he'll take a draw, but I'm not seeing this as a draw. I'm seeing this as a Rob Edwards go out and beat them. Let's get some gap. Let's get a gap in between the bottom three and us. Because
and that's what essentially it is, isn't it?
I mean, a lot of people said if we beat Burnley, then Tottenham's a free hit. Because we can't go. If we win this, we can't go in the bottom three. There's no chance of getting in the bottom three. But if we win this, we go into the Tottenham game with a lot of optimism and a lot of 3 games unbeaten, and go at Tottenham.
Yeah,
this is a game that we should win. I'm not saying comfortably, but we should win.
Yeah.
Going off the Wolves game, okay, brilliant performance. Didn't have the ruthless aggression. Everton went there, played our game, won. If we can do that with the crowd tonight, we should be 3 points. Let's go to Tottenham at home again and see what we can see. Put them into the sword. Why not? Start showing these teams respect. We have every right to be in that division, just like the rest of them. We're not the whipping boys. Forget what you've heard. Fucking Luton going down, blah blah. Not beating Dubs record. That's not even the question. We will.
Yeah.
We're not whipping boys though. We're there to compete, and we're there for a reason.
Yeah, well, definitely, mate. Obviously, you know, like when we play Man City, I get why they'll say that.
No. I'm not going about the elites. I'm on about.
Yeah, no. I know. I'm just saying, you know, when we say it for them, I'm on the same wavelength as you. You know.
But if Wolves can go and beat Man City, why can't we?
No, absolutely. You know, Forest.
I think anyone can beat anyone in that division. 11 versus 11, anyone's game. Football is a fun old game, and if Wolves can beat them, it means they're human.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, I definitely agree, mate. You know, the thing is as well, look at, you know, Man City rotate, but look at their rotational squad anyway. You know, Southampton knocked them out of the cup, didn't they? Their competition. So,
there you go. Yeah.
You know, they stuck to a game plan. It works. You know, you can beat them. I think if Inter Milan didn't have Lukaku, they would have probably got something in the Champions League final last season. You know, let's be honest. But yeah, it's one of them. To be honest, Osho is actually one of my favourites. So much passion for the club. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, agree.
Exactly. You know, examples of them are obviously the derby, for example. You know, as much as.
Sorry, can I just do the Osho?
Yeah, go on. Obviously, you know, both games he showed a lot of. Yeah, he got red card, but
he showed a lot of
trying to do something.
He showed a lot of goal coming back from the game he had at the allotments.
Yeah,
and actually coming back and playing that game and producing the performance he did, saying, "Look, this is what I'm capable of."
Yeah,
it's your turn to cry now.
No, 100%, mate. Burke would cook in that sort of stone throw. Yeah, I think he would do well. When the more I think about it, you know, we've seen glimpses of it. Obviously, we're not comparing the players, but I hear what you're saying. Like I said, we've seen glimpses of it. That Huddersfield away game is a clear example of that for me. And, you know, even when we had James Bree, for example, him and Bree used to have that little change, didn't they? Sometimes Burke would be higher up and, you know, that sort of thing. So he's more than capable of doing that forward job. Shay says, we can definitely win this game. Burnley in poor form and we've got the momentum from an away win. Exactly. That's the thing. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, try and get this Kenilworth Road campaign off to the start now, you know, and get a win. I think it's a good opportunity to do it tonight. Like we say, it will be difficult because they are chasing their first win, but get a little bit of revenge after last season as well, that 1-0, because they shouldn't have won that.
I think the Kenny's going to be popping under the lights. We love games under the lights. I think the Kenny's going to be popping tonight.
Yeah, no,
we get behind the lads' site.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Shame I can't be there tonight, but I'll be there Saturday.
Yeah, lucky you. Big up to Luke. He says, big up yourself,
big up, Luke, man.
He also says, I reckon Luton 1-1. Fair enough. I mean, I'll say, me personally, I wouldn't be too disheartened, but ideally, I think it's a good opportunity to win, like I say, and go 3 games unbeaten. Love the positivity. That's obviously from your comments, Stephen, mate.
Obviously.
Big up. Well said, that was well said. You know, we've said it privately. You know, that's what you just come out and said there about obviously the, you know, the respect and giving it and that sort of thing. But yeah, no, absolutely, mate. Forrest getting me cast for Luton versus Burnley on a Tuesday night. Nah, it's good, man. It's good. Osho in the derby, the celebration, man. What celebration? Well, that celebration, yeah, I didn't actually know he'd done it until my dad actually showed me after.
Yeah, you keep saying that. I was saying this celebration. What celebration?
But yeah, because obviously I'm I was more in the middle of where I usually am as well, and I was just going mental with people I've never seen in my life. Do you know what I mean? That's what the derby's all about. And I saw it after, but yeah, it's class, man. Absolute class. Big up to him. Man City not going to know what's hit them. Haaland will be in Lockyer's pocket. The thing is, I honestly, and I'll stick by it. When we play Man City at home, it'll be a lot closer than people think. You look at what Nottingham Forest did last year. Obviously at the home game, not the away game. Obviously, they got a 1-1 draw. And they're very, very good in that game. And I think we're more than capable of getting something because a lot of them players ain't going to be used to it. Not necessarily at home.
You're saying at home. The first team that got experience that is Tottenham. They know what's it, and they've never played at Kenilworth Road in years.
Yeah.
So they're the first ones to experience it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Not necessarily players like Haaland. I think he'll be used because when he was playing, in Norway, he was playing in, them sort of tight, compact stadiums. But like a lot of the other players ain't going to be used to that for me. And I think if Edison does any stupidness like he be capable of doing,
we'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just capitalise on that.
Straight away.
Exactly. We'll just capitalise on that. So I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. The Etihad, it'd probably be a bit different, but. I think the
thing is, the people say, "Oh, we should go and enjoy Man City." Why should we enjoy them? Why don't we give them a game? Why don't we really put the pressure on them and see can they cope with it?
Yeah,
because a lot of teams show them respect. Yeah, they are a great team. They are Champions League winners. But why do we have to show them the respect? Why can't we give them a game?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Big up to Geordie. Hope you're well, mate. He says, "Yo, what's up, mate? Big up yourself, mate. Big up yourself."
Geordie.
He also says, all the best for your game. I predict 2-0 Morris Brace. I'd love that.
I'll take that. Hands down. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hand off right now.
Good luck to you guys as well. You're playing tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow against PSG, is it? It's PSG.
Yes, it is PSG. I'm going to watch that, I think.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting one. But you guys are at home, so I reckon you lot will get something. I really do. I don't rate PSG like that, to be honest.
Tribute to float some of them free kicks in. Tribute to throw them free kicks in. Onto Isak's head.
Hopefully 2-0 would be absolutely brilliant. I'll take that in a heartbeat, to be honest. And I can't remember who it was, but on the Hatch show, someone predicted 2-0 and it weren't too far off actually to us. So we'll see. We do improve game upon game. 4-1 Brighton, 3-0 Chelsea, 2-1 West Ham. Was it 1-0 Fulham, 1-1, 2-1. So it could be a 2-0. It could be written. Do you know what I mean?
It might be the night.
Yeah. God's sake. Luton formation start versus Man City.
7-2-1. Part the bus with Mourinho.
Oh dear. Would love to see Mbappe tears, mate. Thing is, PSG for me, they're just very, when it comes to the European team, they're very overrated for me. Similar with Juventus, but obviously they're not really spoken about now because they're just not. But that's another thing for another day. Big up to Billy. He says, "What's up?" I think 1-0 to Luton. Yeah,
I'll take that as well.
Very nice. As well. Would be a typical Luton to get that result, but yeah, I'll definitely take that. Clean sheet as well. So yeah, they've got a Burnley fan in here. I mean, big up yourself. Obviously. But I like that prediction, but you are a Burnley fan. But big up yourself, just tuning in.
Great. Is he been on the drink already? Has he been on the moonshine? Has he?
It would be, like I say, it would be, mate. Especially with it just makes sense, wouldn't it? 4 goals conceded, then 3, then 2, then 1, then a draw, then a win, a 2. It would make sense, wouldn't it? It would make sense, but we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, we will shortly wrap this up. Like I say, just do a little build up. I might do these going forward on the games that I'm not doing watch alongs too. But obviously the next game after this, I'll be back again with the watch along. And as you can see, super chats are back on T-Boys TV side, and it feels good, man. I worked hard to get there. Obviously, I took it off me for 3 months, but it feels good to be back there. Big up YouTube for that. And any final things you'd like to say about anything, Stephen? That's all, mate.
Come on, Hatters.
There you go.
Just come on, Hatters.
And obviously, this is the first stream on your channel as well. So
Yeah.
just let the people know where they can find you. And
Stepsy Hatter YT on YouTube, Stepsy Boy 82 on Instagram, and Stepsy Boy 82 at gmail.com on email, or Stephen Stepsy on Facebook as well.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. And there you go, people. The things that are down there. But yeah, obviously, if you want to follow me, obviously, if you're not already, obviously, T-Boys TV, obviously, all my socials are down below in the description. The current like count is on for me, for Stephen. I'll check for both of us. Stephen's is on 3. My current one is on, be able to tell you, I've got adverts back again, so it's a bit weird there. 8. Currently. So let's try and get that to 10. To be fair, this is my first time doing it as well, so a lot of people probably didn't expect this to go on. They're probably like, "What? T-Boys TV? What's all this about?" He said he'd be back on Friday. What's he going on about? But I thought, take the opportunity, let you lot know, do a little build up, and obviously let you lot know that we are back and rolling proper on YouTube, which means more stuff, hopefully, other than the Hat shows, neutral watch-alongs, that sort of thing. But yeah, like I say, smash a like if you haven't already. Subscribe.
Subscribe, please, people.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
To both of us, please.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Stephen's obviously Stepsy Hatter, like he says. YT, type that up. It should come up now, especially now that it's definitely done a stream, which is obviously here. It should come up. But yeah, if you want to follow me across any of my socials, obviously link to them are in the description. And yeah, be back again on Friday. And hopefully me and my dad are going to have a Tottenham fan on as well. Quite a fairly big Tottenham fan on as well. So it should be a good one. And yeah, obviously then a watch along on Saturday. And then from there on in, I'll just let you lot know nearer the time. Stephen, mate, planning anything on yours? Anything you're thinking of doing?
Well, me and you might be doing Arsenal, the Man City game on Sunday, depending.
Potentially, yeah.
And if not, well, we'll see what else we can do, and see if anyone wants to come on and join us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, it's a bit 50-50 whether you're going to the Liverpool game yet. If you're not,
I think, I mean, me and my dad have sort of lined out which ones we're doing, but the Liverpool one is the dynamite one, so we're going to have to do rock, paper, scissors, best of 3, I think. So
yeah, no, fair enough. But obviously, if you do, then like I say, I've got a big watch along plan. But if not, then maybe we can do something again. And yeah, it's Stephen, mate. It's Stephen. Like I say, make sure you do subscribe to his channel. Like I say, Stepsy Hatter.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me now. Yeah.
He's probably thinking, what? This guy's regularly in the chat. What's going on? Yeah, no, it is. It is a big up. Big up. So Stephen, like I say, he's been on the channel 3 times now. This is his 3rd time. So yeah, hopefully many more as well. But yeah, that's everything. So yeah, like I say, subscribe to both channels, smash a like on both channels. And yeah, you want to follow us across any of our socials. As I obviously link to mine in the description. Stephen's are down there. And yeah, that is all of that. So hopefully we get a win tonight. 3 games unbeaten. That'll be nice. Going into that Tottenham game. And we'll see what goes on. And yeah, until next time, big up yourselves. Stay safe. Take care. Peace.
Guys.
Come on, Luton.
Come on, Luton.